Welcome guys to another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel, and in this transfer talk video I want to talk about Arda Turan, the Turkish midfielder who currently plays for Atletico Madrid. And why I'm talking about him, and it's because of a tweet he sent out over the weekend where basically he confirmed that his agent has been, and himself obviously has been in talk with 3 or 4 clubs over potential transfer from Atletico Madrid. And to me that was quite surprising. I mean, obviously there's a lot of rumours, etc. in this, sort of like period while the window's open, and any link and possible links to United is going to be used for clickbaiting and to get as many views on a website. But it was quite interesting to see how open Arda Turan was actually towards a potential transfer, because I think obviously I watch La Liga. I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well. And just like the rise of Atletico over the last few years under Simeone has been quite a revelation in Spanish football, and Arda Turan has been part of the core group that has taken Atletico to the next level, who now established as one of the better sides in Europe. And I think Arda Turan has been quite influential in that sort of prominence. He's 28, like I said, the Turkish captain right now, and from what I've seen of him, he's obviously very, very technical, very strong on the ball is what I've noticed, because he's quite low and small, so his low centre of gravity helps him in that regard to protect the ball very well. And what he does, even though he's very technical, he works very, very hard. But I think that goes without saying with any Simeone's side right now. And I'll be happy to have Arda Turan, but there's obviously a lot of interest in a very, very good player, and the fee being touted is around £25 million, and for his age you could argue that it's quite a lot, considering if he signs a 4 or 5 year deal, there's no resale value at all. So that could be a potential deficit in signing him. But again, if we get him, we're getting someone who is at the peak of his powers, working very, very hard, and like I said, he ticks a lot of boxes. But the thing is, do we really need a wide player right now? Because the signing of Memphis Depay obviously strengthened that department, and personally, like I said in my previous videos, I still think that Adnan Januzaj has a big future at the club, and I think that the key obviously to any player's development is just getting amount of game time. And for that reason, I would still be hesitant to commit to buying Arda Turan because of what we really have at the club. But no doubting about his kind of like playing ability and also his commitment when he does play, that he'll give you 100%. Very, very reminiscent, I think, of Tevez, where he's not the quickest player, he's probably not the strongest player, and he's not going to score like 50, 40, 30 goals a season, but he gives you everything out there every single time, and you're what you're gonna get exactly from Arda Turan, and he'll be an excellent signing, I think. But just because of the other options out there, I don't think we're gonna be he's not gonna be our first choice on the list, because Ryan Giggs over the weekend as well confirmed that the main target areas for United this summer is more kind of like strengthening the spine of the team, where a centre back, central midfielder, and also a striker, and potentially a goalkeeper if the David De Gea deal come to fruition, as we probably expect it to over the next month or two. So there's still a bit of time to go in the transfer window, but Arda Turan, I think, would be a very exciting signing because of what he brings in terms of his playing demeanour, and also his just overall personality, who seems to be very strong. Obviously, captaining the Turkish side, gives him a bit of leadership quality that we probably have lacked since the outpouring of experienced players a couple of years ago. So I think Arda Turan, like I said, would be a fantastic signing in terms of what he brings to the club. But from what I've been reading, it's been reported, I don't think he's going to be high up the list until he'll probably be a bonus signing if we do get him. But it's interesting to see that he's very open about a potential transfer from Atletico, who, like I said, becoming one of the prominent sides in European football. So it's interesting to see that he wants to go, probably, driven by a bit of money, probably want something different now that Real Madrid and Barcelona definitely have established the pecking order, if you like, within Spanish football, where Atletico are fighting for the third or fourth spot rather than the top spot now. So it's a interesting one to watch for, but I don't think that we're going to be in for Arda Turan this summer, to be honest. But what do you guys think? Would you sign Arda Turan, and where would you fit him into the formation and philosophy of Louis van Gaal next season? Leave a comment below on that story, guys. That wraps up another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment below on any of the stories mentioned, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And also, if you want to keep to be updated with the latest videos, please subscribe to the channel for more content. You can check me out as well on Twitter at ManUnitedDaily, or visit the website at ManUnitedDaily.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.